Namaste all. Hi. We are going through a tough period, that of Corona. Also here in Mumbai, it's a raining season too. So completely darkness, physically also mentally. And how to overcome this darkness, this dullness. Swamiji has once said, Swami Vivekananda ji, do your duty what you have to do, but unconditionally. You will get it back, not now. But it would be in a multiplied thousandfold form. But you have to be unconditional. That was said by him. So in this darkness, in this blackout period caused by Corona, how we have, especially spiritually connected people, how we have overcome this? By E Narayaniyam, E Ramayanam, E Bhagavad Gita, E Mahabharatam, etc. etc. Yeah. What is the reason behind it? For your coolness, for your happiness, even within this tragical moment. Because of the spirit within you, and you got the chance to understand that spirit than before. So you are deliberately here to hear anything that related to your spirit, your soul. That's why you enjoy that. And that time you are doing something unconditionally. You expect back nothing. If you expect something, you would be like Arjuna. Will be collapsed and will fall down, losing all your confidence and energy. So don't be a conditional soul, a conditional thinking, a conditional doing, a conditional serving is not good for you, because that will pull you back from doing something. So every kind of actions, if you are a human being, get done by an unconditional mindset, an unconditional way. And maybe that's the only symbol of your humanity, the unconditionality. Arjuna here was expecting something, and he was saying that we will get back the sins due to the killing of our kings. Absurd thing. Bhagavan was ridiculing that. Bhagavan felt pity on Arjuna. It was a pathetic approach. Especially such a person like Arjuna. From Arjuna. So, Gita is rather giving or conducting a counseling by anything, by mind or by intellect, or intellectually or mentally. It's conducting a counseling to cure your all diseases, to make you impervious, to make you submissive, to make you obsequious. That's the magic of Gita. So Bhagavan has started to say something. Every word was hammering on the head of Arjuna. By that, we are also getting hammered. Somebody of us at least. So here, Bhagavan's deliberation, Bhagavan's words going on. Yesterday he was saying that this is all instant things. We have to tolerate all those things. If you are ready to tolerate, you will get unconditional. As Swamiji said, your attention must not be in that. Swamiji has said that. In what? In the result. What I will get back. If you are doing a job, don't get so much stressed with your salary. And just do enjoy your job. Then the salary will not bother you, will not hurt you. So you can going on easily. So the unconditional way is the most beautiful way to live with any of being impervious. यम ही न व्यथयन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुष ऋषभा समदुःख सुखं धीरं सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते. यम ही न व्यथयन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुष ऋषभा समदुःख सुखं धीरं सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते. यम whom he itself no Vyathayanti, making sad. Ete, these, Purusham, man. Purusha Rishabha. He was addressing Arjuna. Purusha Rishabha means the best man, the glorious man. Samadukha Sukham. As I said earlier, equidistant of sadness and happiness. Dhiram, brave. Saha, he. Amritatvaya, salvation, to salvation. Kalpade, deserves. Purusha Rishabha, O Arjuna, the glorious man. Ete, these. I will explain further. What is this? Yam Dhiram Purusham. Who is a bald man, na Vyathayanti, not making him sad. Samadukha Sukham. Because he is equidistant of sadness and happiness. Saha, he, Amritatvaya, towards salvation, Kalpatehi, deserves. He himself deserving salvation. So here saying Bhagavan Ete, these, which is this? The yesterday said things. Cold, heat, sad, or happiness. These things. These things doesn't affect a brave man like you, because he is equidistant. He sees these things, whichever, happiness, sadness, cold or heat, anything. He sees this all equally. He doesn't get fluctuated. He doesn't get changed upon these condition changes. So such a person deserved to get salvaged. So what actually here Arjuna needs? Arjuna needs exactly some kind of these words or such words, because he was thinking that he was upset with his negative thoughts. He was hurt by his own conditional thinkings. So Arjuna needs these words. Bhagavan assures him, such a brave, bold man like you, don't behave like not deserving a salvation, a salvation. You deserve that, but only when you are ready to fight unconditionally. Your here's duty is to fight unconditionally. Don't look on back and forth or down and up or east and west. You are here to fight. Just fight. Do whatever you want, but unconditionally. So he was just exemplifying this kind of sukham, dukkham or happiness. All things, you must be impervious of all things. Out of all things, you must be impervious. To become an impervious man, you should be unconditional. You should behave like a brave man, a real brave man, not namely only. So behavior is deserved, or behavior decides who is deserved or not your mind. So your behavior must be unconditional here. Be it Drona, be it Bhishma, be it Duryodhana, be it any other persons. You have to fight because you are here for that. Don't escape. You are a glorious man. And for what you are glorious? Let me remind you that you are able to fight with your both hands simultaneously. That's why you are called Savyasachi. You have beaten and defeated Sakshal, or the Mahadeva, the god for ending up all things, the god of finishing all things, Samhara. And you have beaten him, you have defeated him. and you earned Pashupata and Gandivam from him. And those were given blessingfully. He was blessing you by giving this. Such a man, should you behave like this? So Arjuna, Purusha Rishabha, you are glorified for something, for your bravery, your boldness, your pragmatism, and your intelligence, brilliance, all things. You are a complete man. Don't forget. But if you behave like this, the world will not forgive you, because this victory is not belonging to not only you but to Dharma. Who wants to sustain Dharma in this world will be happy with your activities, your duties. So you must be unconditional and go and fight for them who wish Kauravas defeated. So come on, get out of all your so-called thoughts, so-called words, so-called philosophies. These worldly relationships, worldly connections have nothing to do with you. It's only peripheral, it's only bodily, it's only worldly connections. Your soul took a body and world called it Arjuna, but your soul's duty remained unchanged. So the soul, by its attitude, had to do something. This is your duty here, that to fight against Kauravas. Be a bride here. Be a bride about your love or affection or relationships. So ignore it. Don't mind it. Dismantle your all relationships with them. Now you are just an enemy to them. Even they won't forgive for this your philosophies, because they are getting ready to fight with you, and they think they are enough fit to fight with you, and you are going back. So literally, you are making desperate them. You are making them desperate. So don't be desperate yourself and don't make others too. Fight is your job here. Fighting is your job. Concentrate on your jobs and get coordinated and win by all means. Be on the forefront of this war. That's your duty here. Yam hina vyathayantyete purusham purusha rishabha samadukha sukham dhiram somadatvaya kalpate. A brave is called so only then when he is equidistant, when he can forgive sadness, when he can afford, when he can ignore his happiness, because he is not so much close with his happiness or nor so much distant from his sadness. Then a man called brave. A man can be called. So we cannot call the war off. You don't do that. You have called for them, for the war. You have called them for the war. So be right on that. That was the words from Bhagavan. Purusha Rishabha, you are glorified. But your glory will in vain when you behave like this. That was advised. And that's all for today. Tomorrow we will see Bhagavan's next word. Till then, goodbye, good day, Jai Shri Ram.